Okay, good evening, Glee Club. At the risk of sounding like every other X Factor Britain's Got Talent contestant, I would like to dedicate tonight's performance to my mum and dad, who sadly can't be here with us tonight. They're in a better place. They're in the Caribbean on a cruise at the minute. Arseholes. Actually, my brother is here tonight, and he's my biggest fan. I was practising my singing the other day. So I was in the living room, I was singing, "You are bold, bold, always will..." And he shouted down, he said, "Aaron, that's gold." I said, "Cheers, mate, I've been practising." My dad, actually, is one of the reasons I got into comedy in the first place. Recently, obviously. But not because he's any good, but in fact the opposite. He's terrible. Right? He tells the worst jokes ever. We went into the bank the other day, and this old lady came up to us, and she said, she went, "Excuse me, do you mind checking my balance for me?" And my dad went, No problem at all, Bab," and pushed her over. I said, "Dad, it's a bit harsh." I don't know if... I assume most people in here have Facebook. Lost the mic then. Assume most people in here have Facebook. Now, one thing that I find quite funny about Facebook, first of all, is the rise of the Facebook attention seeker. And I feel as though we probably all know one. You know the old, "I've had the worst week of my life." "What's up, hun?" "I'll inbox you." So, God knows what they used to do before. Like, before Facebook. Like, they'd walk down the road. "I've had the worst week of my life today." "The worst week of my life." And you get Doreen from number 6 stick her head out the window and say, "What's up, hun?" "I'll letterbox you." One thing that I actually do really like about Facebook at the minute is girls posting pictures on their friends' birthdays. It's always a brilliant picture of them. And you've got, like, their mate's shoe in the background. "Happy birthday, babe." My partner in crime. Actually, the real reason I'm doing this for tonight is for my son Rowan, and he comes out with some real classics. So I don't know about whether anybody's got children in primary school at the minute, but Rowan's school rewards policy is like a McDonald's star-based system. So, like, at the minute, he's handing out the milk, but he's hoping to get promoted to assistant manager of the beanbag soon. And it gets better. And I went to him, I said to him the other week, I said, "Rowan, how many stars have you got this week?" He said, "None, Dad." I said, "No stars?" I said, "Why have you got no stars?" He said, "Well, because the teacher didn't see me being good." So, first of all, a bit suspicious. So I turned around and I thought to myself, well, there's two scenarios here. Either he's just lying to me, or he's going around like some born-again Jesus doing good deeds under the radar. Like, next he's going to be going into the canteen and feeding the whole school on 3 fish fingers and 2 Pop-Tarts. Another one of his classics is, he said to me the other week, he said, we were sitting there watching a film, and he said to me, "You're single, aren't you, Dad?" I said, "Cheers for reminding me, mate. Thanks a lot." He said, "Why?" So I sat there, I thought to myself, well, how am I going to explain this to him? I thought, well, I could tell him about what it's like to lie there for 3 hours with a dead arm watching Titanic. I thought I could tell him about how for the first 3 months you're not allowed to fart. And you have to sit there all night getting worse and worse bellyache. And then on the drive home in the morning, it's like you're deflating the whole way home. I mean, a few times I've been surprised that I haven't floated away in the night. But I thought that might be a little bit much for his 8-year-old head to comprehend. So I just turned around and said, well, to be honest, mate, the main reason I'm single now is because your mum was an arsehole. That's me done for tonight, Gay Club. But it has genuinely been a pleasure to perform in front of you all, so thank you very much.